it's Cassie. Welcome back to This Budget Life. Today we are doing another budget with me. This is kind of our bonus week of a couple extra videos because my paycheck came in. So I'm a salaried employee and I get paid once a month. So that's what this budget with me is going to represent. It's going to represent my monthly paycheck. Because I bank through a credit union, my paycheck actually gets deposited a couple of days prior to the first of the month. And so that can change my payday each month, but I can usually consistently count on it at least a couple of days before the first of the month. Otherwise, typically my paychecks would come on the first of the month. So what this paycheck is going to represent is my rent payment and some of those lingering bills that we use this paycheck for the end of the month. But we're also going to use this to stuff, hopefully, some sinking funds, maybe some savings challenges. So let's get to it. All right, we have to flip all the way out to November. Let's get some of these things out of the way because you know how big this workbook is. We are once again in the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. Over the past month, so I got paid early last week. I got paid on the 23rd. And by I mean my husband's paycheck came in on the 23rd. He gets paid weekly on Thursdays. So that's what that paycheck represented. So I've got my highlighter here, and our phone bill was taken care of. And our car insurance bill, that was also taken care of. The only thing that has yet to come out is our daycare payment, and that's understandable because it was a holiday weekend, so it's typically due on Mondays, but we usually try and pay for it and budget for it on the Friday. So it just depends on when daycare is going to be processing that, but that's the only thing from November that still had to get taken care of, and then we are moving on to our December budget. So I do plan on filming another video that will close out my November budget, so that way we can see how I did and see where all my money went. But as far as the expected expenses, those have all been taken care of. So let's move on. So I decided to switch it up, and we've got a pink pen today, but I do have my white out because you know how it goes. I mean, this page is already like littered with white out, but I've gone through and written down, what I expected to budget, and then we're gonna go through and fill out what I actually do plan on budgeting for each category. So starting off at the top, I expected $2,393.24. I had $2,400.79, and then some rollover of $325, but that's the rollover that was supposed to take care of daycare. So I don't expect to be able to like play with any of that money. Because that's kind of already been earmarked. And I did write it down in this pink pen down here that the daycare rollover still has to come out. So I've written that amount as well. My Sprint bill has already come out. Or no, it's already been taken care of, but I did write it down. So that's also supposed to come out of this amount. So my income total is going to be, including that rollover, $2,700.25. I can never say this right. $2,725.79. So because this is the one that's supposed to take care of rent, we have that payment right here. So my rent for the upcoming month is going to be $1,459.61, but that does include water. Now, I've said before, if you're new to my videos, I live in Austin, Texas, and that rent is for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment in Austin, Texas, if you were ever considering moving here. And, oh my gosh, I just got the renewal offer letter. My rent, if I were to stay and sign on for an additional 3 months or even a year, my rent will go up $200. It would go up to $1,600. That's not even including water. So, my husband and I guess I can't really get into these videos without a little bit of story time. My husband and I are kind of facing this little bit of crisis, and we've talked it over. It's going to be really obnoxious, but we are building a house, and it was originally supposed to be completed in November. Like, this was supposed to be the month that we were going to move out, and we were going to have 2 months left of the lease to try and figure out what to do with. Were we going to sublet? Were we going to pay double, which we really didn't want to do? But that's not what's happening. My house is likely not going to be finished until January. I say likely because they still haven't given us a closing date yet. We actually just visited the property, and the sheetrock is up. Like, it's really coming along. I expect we should get a closing date soon. But with the state of the world and with the state of how things are, it's materials. Like, there's definitely material shortages around everywhere, and material delays. So that's kind of what we're waiting on. Our lease ends January 31st, but without a solid January closing date, I didn't feel comfortable turning in my notice to vacate because we were supposed to give them 60 days notice. What we're going to end up doing is at the end of January, we're going to do a month to month, because with the way the materials are, I would rather sign a month lease for February and then have our move-in date and our closing date pushed back a month than give them a notice to vacate by January 31st, and then my house won't be even finished in January. And then I'd be, SOL, where would I go? So what that's going to do to my budget for my rent is, that means that my rent from month to month would go up to $1,800 instead of $1,600. And then they would give me a $200 premium fee for that. So that's obnoxious. That would bring it to $2,000 just for a 1 month. But that's still about what I'm going to be paying in my mortgage anyway. So I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a wash, which is really obnoxious. So short story long, that's what's going on with my rent. So we're at $1,459.61. I have an iTunes bill that comes out. That's my storage, like your iCloud storage. Allstate is my renter's insurance. So who knows what my home insurance is going to look like. So that bill is only going to be for a couple more months. And then I do have to do my car registration, my tab. So that's about $80. I think it's more realistically like $75, but I just kind of like budgeted on the high end for $80. And then, like I did last week, I want to build in a little bit of a checking account cushion. I'm still going to keep it at like $25 just because I'm not quite comfortable with like all my numbers yet. And I don't want to overcommit to a checking account cushion that I may not be able to afford. So I'm just going to put $25 there. Let's add this up and see what that comes out to. $2,179.22. Let's add that up again, because I think last week I kind of did it a little fast and who knows what I did. Okay. See, now I screwed up. Now I don't know what happened. Okay, this is, try it again. $2,26322. So I got that number twice. All right, let's do it one more time. See, white out. Okay, I think what I forgot to do was add care credit. That sounds about right. And let's subtract this from my total up there. Comes out to $462.57. So it's not far off from what my projection was, considering I have like a cushion in there, that daycare rollover. Yeah, it's definitely not far off from what I had projected. That's nice. All right, let's see what I'm gonna do for my variable spending envelopes. That's what this category is for. Groceries, I had originally budgeted $80 for that, but that's because I didn't know that I was gonna go to Costco last week. So I really don't need that much between now and the next paycheck on Thursday. And to be honest, I probably don't need anything. I'm just gonna throw $25 that way in case I need to run to the store. And then gas, I just put gas in my gas tank. My husband just put gas in his gas tank. And again, we get paid again on Thursday for his weekly paycheck. I don't think I need $50 in that category. I'm gonna put $20 in there because honestly, we both just filled up. Maybe just a little something, but not a lot. Starbucks, that's gonna get my weekly $30, and I just go ahead and load that on my Starbucks app on my phone. I don't plan on doing any eating out. My dog, I do like to just keep a bunch of rollover funds in my dog's envelope. Same thing with beauty and health, that's gonna get the same $20. My son, I'm gonna up his budget. I originally said I was gonna give him $20. I'm gonna up that to, okay, what does he need? I mean, he literally needs everything all the time. I mean, it doesn't hurt to keep building up his envelope. I'm actually gonna put 40, I'm gonna double his. I'm just gonna put $10. Oh, you know what I forgot? This is what I forgot, because I added a new envelope. So I'm gonna keep household because I really do need some stuff in household. So I'm gonna put $25 in household. I'm gonna need more dish soap and stain remover. But instead of spending money, I'm gonna change that to the daycare envelope and start stuffing daycare. I explained in my last cash stuffing that I'm always unprepared for these daycare, just like little extra things. The most recent thing was that the teachers, not the teachers, but the daycare itself was requesting donations for pie for the teachers for the holiday. And of course I want to donate a pie, but I never budget for these extra things. And this isn't the first time that they've said, okay, we're going to do this. Here's, you know, we're asking for candy for the trunk or treat. We're asking for, here's a book list request for your child's classroom. And I never budget for those things. So I'm gonna keep my daycare envelope that I originally thought I was gonna use to pay daycare, but that just gets paid by card. And I'm just gonna start stuffing this. So when those daycare expenses do come up, then I'll be ready. And I'm just gonna start with 10 for now. And miscellaneous, I'm gonna put $10 in that. Okay, let's see where we're at. So that came out to $200, which, wow, that's really close to what I had. I had $220 budgeted before. Wow, so we're doing a really good job of just kind of like keeping things pretty on par with what I had thought it was gonna be. But I'm gonna add this up again. Yep, okay, 200, perfect. And that gives me $262.57 that we can now address toward any sinking funds, savings, or extra debt. Now, starting with, this kind of sounds backwards, but starting with my dog and Amazon Prime, I realized that I've got some of those like annual expenses coming out, or her Chewy.com subscription is gonna come out. So I'm gonna start building those sinking funds up, and I'm gonna give my dog / the vet folder $20, and Amazon Prime is gonna get $15. Holiday / birthday is not gonna get anything, but clothing, I think I wanna, yeah, I need to get my son some clothes. I'm good at eliminating what I don't want to put sinking funds in. So I'm not gonna put anything for vacation for now, but starting in December, I really will have to, because I have to go, I have to take a flight in February for a wedding. that I'm in, so I gotta be there. So that will start getting built up in December. Car maintenance. I'm gonna make the choice to start building that up again in December because it's gonna get tabs, so yeah. Let's just not put anything in that one. Costco, I wanna put $50 in Costco. I'm looking ahead at this extra debt one. I'm not gonna put anything extra into my debt snowball for now because that's currently not my priority. My priority is to get 1 month ahead on my bills before I attack the debt snowball. I think emergency, I'm gonna put $50 in. My son's sinking funds, let's put 20. Moving expenses, I think I'm gonna be able to unstuff some cash with some rollover funds that I've kind of had to think about, and I think I wanna put that toward moving expenses so I don't need to withdraw anything for moving expenses. And clothing, I'm just gonna put $20 in there for now. And let's see what that brings us to. Okay, now you can see that a little better. $175. Let's go ahead and double check. Oh, yep, 175. Okay. Now, nothing in extra debt for now. Okay, my 52-week challenge is supposed to get $4, but I think I can pull that out from a rollover from Beauty and Health, so I'm honestly not gonna touch it. My $5 challenge, I just addressed this and put $5 from last week's gas envelope, so I'm not gonna withdraw anything for those two. So 1 month ahead in down payment, I could split this, and I could put $100 toward 1 month ahead, and let me just throw $75 at that down payment envelope that I have in the bank. So that's not gonna get withdrawn. I'm gonna put a star by that because that's gonna stay in the bank, and then Starbucks doesn't get withdrawn because that just gets on my Starbucks app. So that's gonna mean we are at a zero-based budget. Awesome. I'm really comfortable with how this turned out. This actually doesn't look too bad. Okay. Okay, I've gone ahead and written all of the categories down here because, you know, I have to switch back and forth between each page. So I just went ahead and did it off camera. But now we're gonna add these up and make sure all of the math is correct. Okay, first go around, this came out to $445. Let's try and see if we can get that again. Well, now I didn't. $470. Oh my Lord. Confession, this is a Monday that I'm filming this, that I get paid. Monday after a holiday weekend. I feel like maybe that's affecting my math. Let's try this again. I got $445 again. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, now let's come back here and see if that's supposed to be what we have. Okay, so let's try this a simple way. I'm supposed to have $200 minus 30, so that's 170 plus 175 plus 100. That came out to 445. Oh, that math was so much easier. I did that math by just subtracting what I knew I was leaving in the bank with the totals that I was left for each. So I knew I was supposed to have $200 minus 30 is 170 plus 175 from that category plus 100, 445. Awesome. All right, we've done it. These are our denominations, and I'm going to get ready first, and then we're gonna go to the bank. Thank you so much for joining me on this budget with me. I have been enjoying my time here on this channel. This is a brand new channel. I've only been at this for about a week now, and I've had so much fun meeting everybody. If you are brand new to my channel, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, because that really helps me out and that really helps me grow. And I'm just having so much fun getting to know everybody. So if you want to stay tuned for the cash stuffing, I'm going to run to the bank, like I said, and we'll post that next. And this week, like I said, there's going to be like double the fun with budget with me's and cash stuffing. So if those are your favorite, go ahead and leave the dollar bill emoji down in the comment section below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye.